Hello friends, it's December the 15th, and it's cold. Just took Shadow out for her daily morning poop. It's cold. Hey, eat your ice. Eat your ice. I know, ice on a cold day doesn't make any sense to me, but it's what you wanted. So remember at the end of yesterday's video, when I mentioned that I was a little tipsy? Well, this morning I woke up and I was a little hungover. And I know some of you are going to comment at how I can avoid being hungover after drinking, and yes, I know, and I drank lots of water, and it didn't help. But that is why I was a little hungover and not a lot hungover. Clearly I didn't drink enough water. Unfortunately, I am at an age now, at 32, where I can't drink a lot the night before and not be hungover the next morning. There was a time when I could do that, when I could drink a lot and then just drink a lot of water with it and be perfectly fine the next morning. But can't really do that anymore. And I really didn't drink all that much. I just drank more than I normally would, because I knew I had the day off today. Anyway, it's not the first time. It probably won't be the last, and I have actually figured out the secret to getting over a hangover the next morning. So for those of you who have experienced this, or probably will experience this, here are some tips to follow. The main one that I can give you is don't do what it feels natural for your body to do. What I mean by that, it feels like you should sleep a lot and not eat anything, because you're going to feel sick to your stomach and you're going to feel really tired. But you need to get up. You need to start moving, you need to be doing things, because that's going to get the blood flowing, it's going to get oxygen into your system, and it's going to help you get over the hangover faster. And you do want to eat. You need to get something into your system to, again, get things going. Nothing big, like I just had a bowl of cereal and a piece of toast, but that helped. And yes, I did drink some coffee, even though caffeine is dehydrating just like alcohol is, and that's why you have hangovers in the first place, because alcohol is dehydrating. Caffeine is as well, but not really anything wrong with having a little bit of caffeine in the morning, as long as you also have a lot of water, especially if you're addicted to it like I am. The caffeine, not the water. Although I suppose I am technically addicted to water too. We all are, in the sense that we need it to live. I don't know what I'm thinking. Hey! What are you barking at? Staring very intently at the front door. It's usually a sign she's about to bark. That's something. I don't even hear anything out there right now, but my ears aren't as good as hers. So yeah, get up, get moving, drink some coffee if you're addicted to caffeine, eat something, take some aspirin or ibuprofen or something, and you'll be fine. I'm fine. Haven't showered yet, but, you know, I've had a fairly productive morning. Hey! Yes, other people live here. It's okay. I've gotten things done. I edited another vlog. I uploaded one of my vlogs. I wrote a Christmas Eve service, you know? So, yeah. Oh, and I paid my bills, too. Actually, because it's my day off and because I have quite a bit of stuff that needs to get done, I actually did what I haven't done for a long time, is I made a list of things that I want to get done today. And I've already checked, I think, 4 or 5 things off of that list. So that's good, but then a lot of them require me to actually get out of the apartment, so I'm going to go ahead and shower and have lunch and go do that stuff. Now, I am off to our nearby mall to do some Christmas shopping. The 15th, we're halfway through the month, we got 10 days left until Christmas. Hopefully it won't be too crazy, but it'll probably be more crazy than I want it to be. So I've been seeing a lot of stories lately about the Electoral College, and specifically how under the laws of the Constitution, the Electoral College, or the electors, could conceivably not give Trump the presidency, even though he technically won all the electors. Because the way the Electoral College works, of course, is that the electors are chosen, and in our modern elections, they are chosen to vote for the people that the people picked for them to vote for. But technically speaking, constitutionally speaking, the electors can vote for whoever they want. You've probably heard this in dozens of times, but the whole idea behind the Electoral College is to pick people
who would then pick the president, not to pick the president directly. The founders were utterly terrified of rule by the people in an absolute sense, and they were particularly of a mind that someone as important as the president should not just be hand-selected by the people. They didn't have any problem with them just picking the members of Congress, because that would then be a ruling body, but they were less comfortable with the people directly picking the president, and so they put that layer of separation between the people and the selection of the president. So that someone like Donald Trump, who was completely unfit to be president, would not then end up being the president. That way of thinking, however, has pretty much been out the window ever since Andrew Jackson, who was himself kind of a populist demagogue. And we've already had a lot of electors say, I'm not going to be voting for Donald Trump. We've had a lot of electors demand that we get hearings on the Russian hacking before they vote on president and all that sort of thing. And I think in the press and among people, there's sort of this wishful thinking that maybe there is an out for having Donald Trump as president, and that maybe the electors will keep him from becoming president. And I do think that's kind of wishful thinking. I don't really think it's going to happen that way. And even if it does, even if they do keep him from being president, I'm concerned about what will happen then. I'm concerned both with how Donald Trump will react and, more importantly, how his supporters will react. It was the same sort of thing when, before the election was happening, I had the same sort of concerns. You know, what if Hillary Clinton wins the election, which I was fairly sure was going to happen. And I was a little bit concerned what would happen had Hillary Clinton won the election. How would Donald Trump supporters react? Especially with Donald Trump, feeding them all this bullshit about how the system is rigged, blah, blah, blah. And I have similar misgivings should the Electoral College not give Donald Trump the presidency, even though they would be legally, constitutionally, completely within their rights to do that. I still have concerns about how people would react. Honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I think the best course of action at this point is just to let things run their course, allow Donald Trump to be president. Maybe he'll resign, maybe he'll get impeached, maybe he'll serve out his 4 years, and maybe, God forbid, he'll serve out 8 years. But let things run their course and do what we can as a nation to get through it. Bear in mind that Donald Trump is only one man. He's a horrible, horrible man, but he is only one man. And I think that his presidency is more dangerous than other not quite as qualified presidents that we've had in the past, but he still is only one man, and as president, he can only do so much. And I think he's going to discover that as he gets into office and starts trying to do things. Alright, and now I have arrived at the first place where I'm going to start my Christmas shopping, which is, of course, Barnes & Noble. Not a sponsor. Is this parking lot just bad, or are these people parking like jackasses? I'm gonna vote for jackasses. Alright, I am now pulling out of the mall. It's been now about an hour and a half since I started this little excursion, and I haven't actually bought anything yet. Well, I was here first, and you're a jackass. Christmas shopping is an activity that causes me a little bit of anxiety. Combination of trying to find gifts for everyone that I think they're going to like, and just being in a crowded space, and all that sort of thing. I know that working in retail, we're obligated to pay attention to everybody. Like, I get that. Like, where I work, we have to, if a customer comes near us, we have to acknowledge them, make sure that they're finding everything all right, and, basically, pay attention to them. But as a shopper, and I don't know that this is true of all shoppers, but for myself, I prefer it if they leave me alone. And that's probably just me being an extreme introvert, but I think that's one of the things that causes me anxiety while shopping too, is just knowing that the people who work at the various establishments that I'm shopping are going to feel obligated to talk to me, and to approach me, and to help me. And I generally, while shopping, would prefer to make my own way. And if I need help, I'll find somebody and ask for it. And again, I understand why they need to do that, but it does cause me a little bit of anxiety. So, yeah, maybe I'll just do all my shopping online this year. But my next stop is to go to the movie theater that's close to our home and see if I can get tickets to see Rogue One tonight. Alicia and I are both very much looking forward to seeing this movie. Alicia's a huge Star Wars fan, and I have become one. So we're very much looking forward to seeing this. We would also like to see Moana and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Alicia and I don't get to see movies as often as we would like to, because of time and dog and, yeah, money. Although we did recently watch Zootopia when it came onto Netflix. We went ahead and watched that, and that really, really good stuff. Like, I'm very pleased with what Disney has been putting out in recent years. They've definitely reached another high point akin to the Disney Renaissance that I grew up with. Definitely putting out a lot of great stuff. I think Wreck-It Ralph is still probably my favorite Disney movie, and things just falling over. Wreck-It Ralph is still my favorite recent Disney movie to come out, and one of my favorite Disney movies, period. Frozen, of course, is wonderful, and I actually have not seen Big Hero 6, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. So yeah, definitely a second renaissance for the Walt Disney Company, and that's good. That's good stuff. I recently started watching videos by Super Carlin Brothers, who of course are big Disney and Pixar fans, and you can get into the middle lane, that middle lane right there, the one that has the left turn arrows on it. That's a thing that you can do, or I could just go around you. But anyway, watching those videos has gotten me a little bit more interested in the history of Disney and Pixar and all of that business. And actually, fun fact for viewers of Banking 8408, the next genre after Stephen King, the next genre that the various personas are going to be traveling to is going to be a Disney genre. And so there are going to be some Disney-centric videos coming out once I am done with this particular storyline that I'm working on right now. So look forward to that in probably a couple of months or so. Is this the way I want to go? Yes. Yes? Maybe? Yeah, we'll find out. It's a circle. Oh, no, this wasn't the way I wanted to go because traffic jam. Okay. I think when I have a moment, I'm going to switch off the camera and go back to listening to the podcast that I was listening to earlier, which is The West Wing Weekly, by the way. You might know that I'm a fan of the television show The West Wing. And Joshua Malina and Rishikesh Hirway have started doing a podcast where they look at each individual episode and basically comment on it and talk about it and talk about the issues it brings up and the writing and all that sort of thing. And it's really, really been fun to listen to. They're still in the first third or first half of the second season right now. So lots of fun. If you were ever a fan of The West Wing, I would definitely recommend that you listen to The West Wing Weekly. So there's my plug there, and now I'm going to turn the camera off. Bye.
And now I'm back home. I didn't end up buying anything today, for Christmas at least, but I did get some ideas of things that I can get online or in the near future. And I did end up getting Rogue One tickets. So Alicia and I are going to be seeing Rogue One tonight, and we're both looking forward to that. So I'll probably let you know how that is tomorrow. But for today, I think we're going to end it here. So until next time, friends, see you later.